Hello and welcome to Alabama. I'm Kevin Worthington. A man I highly respect once told me there's a big difference between leaders and managers. He said you lead people, but you manage things. Well, there are a lot of managers in the world, but some time back the Alabama Farmers Federation recognized the need for more leaders. The result is Agricultural Leaders for Alabama, or as it's commonly called, Alfa Leaders. It's a 2-year program designed to take the young people of today and equip them to become the leaders of tomorrow.
The most important thing we can do today is to make sure that these leaders of tomorrow are so prepared for the future. And I think it's one thing that's easy to neglect and to forget about, because again, we get caught up in everyday life and we've all got things to do. But looking forward is the best thing we can do to make our organization strong for the future.
4 times a year, classes meet over a 3-day period. Each meeting is held in a different location and instruction is split between classroom and tours. The directors of the program say it's important that the class members make a significant investment in the program in order to get the maximum results.
The classes meet over 3 days, 1 full day and 2 half days, but at the same time, it's a very small portion of, when you look at your entire career in agriculture, it's a very small portion. And so I think one of the things that's hard to do as folks who are involved in production agriculture is to take time to develop yourself, because you're so focused on the day-to-day. And so it is a time commitment, because there's 8 sessions, 3 days, and that's 24 days away from your farm during the course of a 2-year period.
Each of the members of the class will take with them different experiences that they find memorable. But they say most of those experiences wouldn't have been possible if they hadn't participated in Alfa Leaders.
Meeting the governor and having dinner with the governor was pretty memorable. You know, he just sat down with all of us at the table and talked about hunting and fishing and everything else. You know, I don't think we would have had that opportunity anywhere else.
I really enjoyed the education that we got in the political arena and how all those things work, and able to meet politicians and people that were important to us. And also the relationships that, you know, all the friends we've made in this class. I believe that we will be working together for years in the Farmers Federation, and you know, I could call upon them for business or many other reasons, and I feel like they'd all be there.
Went to Kentucky and visited and everything, and done a high ropes course. I'm a big guy. I don't care nothing about jumping out of trees, but I overcome some of that. I think we was about 30 or 40 feet in the air, and the young lady teaching the course said, "I want you to do something that you've never done before," and that was, I never jumped out of a tree.
Participants say the instruction has been educational and the farm tours were enlightening. But without exception, every member of the class said the most valuable part of the program was the relationships they developed.
Contacts we've made that we can take back, and if we have a problem, we can call on these people and depend on them to help us out with a situation we might need.
For me, probably not as much as the knowledge of as far as how to plant corn or something like that, but the knowledge of seeing these people, especially when we do these farm tours, of what they've accomplished, you know, and how they've done things to accomplish, you know, these things. Because, you know, we've been to a lot of nice farms, and to see that, you know, and I kind of pay attention to that kind of stuff, how these guys, these, you know, older farmers, they have done things throughout the years to make themselves successful.
Members of the Alfa Leaders Class 3 wrapped up their 2 years of training in May with meetings and farm tours in southeast Alabama. They say the program helped them to stop focusing only on what's between their fence rows and look at the big picture of agriculture.
A lot of people, they get so closed-minded into what they do, whether it be cattle, row crop, or whatnot, but this program has helped to see how we all need to stand together, no matter what aspect we are, what commodity we're in. We need to help each other as an organization and fight for our rights and what we believe in.
You know, learning the skills that I've been taught through this program helps me on my farm. It's going to help me in my communities. It's going to help me, you know, going through the organization you know, just so many different things that I've learned. I've grown up probably more in the past 2 years, and this leadership program has a lot to do with that.
Going out and seeing other peers that are faced with those same challenges that we're faced with daily, the adversity we have to go through to meet those challenges. I believe that, you know, it's always reassuring to know that others are faced with those same challenges. And I think that, you know, traveling around, you see the same common bond, you see faith in God, you see family values that are instilled in the farming generation, farming community. And I'm very passionate about farming, but when you go out and see the passion that others have about it too as well, it's just, and the family values that are instilled in us growing up on a farm, working on a farm, it's just, it's amazing.
So far, nearly 50 people have completed the Agricultural Leaders for Alabama program through the first 3 classes. To be considered for Alpha Leaders, participants must be between 25 and 45 years of age, and they have to be nominated by the president of their county farmers federation. An independent committee reviews the applications and selects the participants. For more information, you can visit the Alabama Farmers Federation website at www.alphafarmers.org.